I wish Blackthorn would give us more downtime.
Hey man, do you have any chems? I really need a fix. I use Jet. 5 inhalers a day. I can get by on Psycho, but I'm gonna need a lot of it to get me high. What does it matter? I need chems. Fine, I'm in on chem possession, but that's Brahmin shit. The real reason I'm here is because I badmouthed General What's-His-Name in a bar. Minute I walked out of that place, NCR guys jumped me. Nearly beat me to death. I guess they figured they could get away with it by dragging me here. I guess they did. I don't know what it is, I just know it hurts. I was doing fine, and then one day I wake up in pain. The pain is constant. Chems are the only thing that makes it go away. What is this? Some kind of chem? I can't feel the pain anymore. This is the best I've felt in years. Thank you. I wish I had some way to repay you. Wait a minute. I have a stash of chems at Goose Hollow. I won't be needing it anymore thanks to you, so it's yours.
It's too cold out. Some scouts were talking about these weird Brotherhood of Steel folk outside an old tower. Probably just armed. Glad you're on our side, Courier.
What is it?
Have you tried H-Bomb? It's amazing.
place looks pretty nice. Maybe the NCR doesn't treat its people as bad as the Dominus says. We should get some of those fancy lads. Please?
Welcome to the Goose Hollow Post Exchange. Ready to purchase some goods? At your service, sir. Welcome to the Goose Hollow Post Exchange. None of your business. Now quit harassing me and go do your shopping.
Shh. We'll chat later, hotshot. Too many eyes and ears. My cover might get blown.
What can I get you? I got drinks, ammo, snacks, and some guns. No liquor. Too many kids about. Besides, only an idiot would sell loaded weapons to drunks. What can I get you? A reminder that war has consequences. Hunting Legion shitheads can be dangerous. One more inch and my brains would have been scrambled like eggs. Keep that in mind next time you're out there. All that hurrah shit don't stop bullets or knives. I got luckier than most. Now, how about buying something instead of gawking at my cycloptic mug? Come back when you need a drink or ordnance, but no counseling. I'm a bartender, not a shrink. I don't have patience for sob stories.
Hell yeah! The NCR is winning!
Did you find the key? Yes, I lied, but does it matter? The deal hasn't changed. Give me the key and you get your cut. What am I going to do? Hand you a bomb? Even if I cared enough to betray you, I have no way to do it. Finally, here's your cut. Oh, you're back. How are you doing?
All right, let's go!
You're not.
What's up? See ya.
It's a pleasure to see you again. Do you need my assistance with something? Circle of Steel. Here. I'd say they're hunting the NCR moles that infiltrated the Brotherhood during the war. Finally, some justice in this world. It's a pleasure to see you again. Do you need my assistance with something? While I understand your concerns about the Legion, we shouldn't go cutting deals with the devil. Then again, the NCR has far more intel about them. However, in light of this threat, I'll consider making peace with Blackthorn. If you can prove the NCR has redeemed itself after all these years. Oh, what do you have to say about them? And so too the serpent in the apple charmed Eve, the lure of flesh and Sodom. NCR only gives the luster of goodness, but at the core is only rot. Yet I will grant you the same challenge God gave to Abraham. Find me righteous amongst the NCR, and I shall relinquish my call for their destruction. Oh? What do you have to say about them? Yes, a safe and dependable infrastructure is the beating heart of society. How does this relate to the NCR? That is a very good point, actually. I will have to mull on it a while. I don't want to snap the tethers holding this nascent society together. Maybe I am going about things the wrong way. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. Is that so?
I agree. It was pretty nice. A huge choice of fresh fruit, veggies, and even a clothing shop and cool necklaces. Maybe they aren't so bad.
One good deed does not absolve Blackthorn of his heinous acts. Though I am relieved to hear he's not starving innocents. Perhaps there's hope. What is that supposed to mean? Go on. But he has. I am his will made flesh. A judge like Samson and Gideon. A holy warrior like Jeanne d'Arc. Well, why did I live? I failed to protect my men. Failed at New Canaan. Blackthorn killed his men while I lay trapped, unable to help my own. I'd just been promoted to Paladin. Too cocky, too callow. They paid for it. Jerry, Krista, Ben, Paul. Their faces haunt me in my quiet moments. I'm too rattled right now to make big decisions. I will consider it, though. Very well. Let's discuss something else, then. Farewell. Seek me out should you need anything.
I think you're totally right about the NCR. She was pretty scary right then, and I'm totally freaked out. Come on, we need to find whatever she's looking for. If not, I'm pretty sure lots of my friends are gonna die over this. What to do? What? Oh, let's talk to Molly. She's the least crazy person here. I've been thinking about home. Not the tower, but where I grew up. I just wonder what happened to them. If they miss me. If my mom misses me. I know she abandoned me, but she is my mom, you know? I love Molly like a mom. I hate saying this. It's not the same. Something happened to me that day. Some part of me broke. And I feel like no matter how many friends I make, it never fixes it. I always feel alone. Always a breath away from crying. Though I have to say, traveling with you and getting out of that smelly old tower is helping. Thanks for taking me around. Even with the scary stuff, it has been a kick-ass time so far. No, I don't ever want to see them again! They left me to die! Their love of the stupid codex was greater than their love for me! As much as it hurts to be without a real mom, I've realized in these last few days that I have a family, dysfunctional as they might be. Molly is my big sister, Weaver is the mom, Clemens is the dad, and Charlene is the aunt nobody really likes, but we still invite to Christmas dinner. And then there is you. You're the other adopted kid. Yeah, enough being mushy. Let's get back to blasting monsters and dickheads.
Good to see you again. Is there something I can do for you?
Farewell, my friend.
Hey, newbie. What can I do for you? Shit! That's like talking ferals out of biting your ass. I mean, she did march all the way from bumblefuck Utah to fuck with the NCR. Look, if you're crazy enough to try this, my advice is to bring her some real, concrete evidence that the NCR aren't the bastards she thinks they are. I'd help more, but I'm kinda on the shit list for my temper. I've heard a few scouts talk about an NCR town named Goose Hollow. I'd start there. Hey, newbie. What can I do for you? I don't give a rat's ass if it's pre-war or made yesterday. If it's broke, I can fix it. Give it here. Alright then. Come back and see me if you need a repair. Or want to pick my brain about something.
Hello again. How may I be of assistance to you? I am glad to be part of the Crusaders, but not part of this vengeance against the NCR. My grandfather told me vengeance is not taken, but takes. Vengeance is like radiation, seemingly harmless at first. But the more you indulge, the quicker it eats you until nothing remains but a mindless husk. This is why I despise my vitriol for Elijah. I do not seek him out. Tasha, I fear, has soaked in the poison of vengeance far too long to save her. You have my blessing to try, if you can. I will pray for you and the peace you seek. Have a good day, and stay safe out there.
Gross! Do you even know where that's been? Lightly better not get messed up. Hoarding more crap, I see.
You better not make me a pack mule.
What do you want?
I can't believe Wolfpack are gone.
Something you need?
Courier, I have a big announcement to make to all the troops. I would ask you to stand by my side. Excellent. I'll round up the troops. Men, women, I've called you all in here for an important announcement. But first, I would like to thank each and every one of you for your service and loyalty to our mission. Though times for us have been bleak, and many of our brave comrades have made the ultimate sacrifice, we have managed to pull through and are now much stronger for it. Our recent victories in the frontier have crushed the Legion, especially with the death of their legate, Marcus Valerius. They are now in retreat from the frontier. Many have been displaced or have surrendered. They are no longer the threat they once were. There may still remain small pockets of resistance, but they can be swiftly dealt with. The Frontier Legion has effectively been defeated. This leads me to my big announcement. I, General Elias Blackthorn, am officially declaring victory in the frontier. I thank the Courier for his impeccable aptitude that led us to this victory. The Courier is credited in repelling the Scav assault on the airport, sacking the Enclave camp, capturing Archimedes II, recovering the Seafinder, and killing Legate Valerius. We would not be where we are now without the Courier's help. In other exciting news, thanks to the resources gathered from Archimedes II and the technological brilliance of Jack Way, the Liberator is finally completed. It may now be functional enough to serve as a flying, mobile command base. This means the time has finally come for us to return home and remove that warmonger, Kimball, from power. As it turns out, Kimball has already taken notice of our might in the frontier and has offered to extend an olive branch. I have always intended for this revolution to be a peaceful one, so I will not turn down this offer. But I will not agree to anything less than his resignation. I have agreed to negotiate with him face to face on neutral grounds in California. I will be departing soon to travel there. In my absence, I will have the Courier assigned as my second in command. If anything is to happen to me while I'm gone, the Courier will take command of the troops. I want you all to have faith that we will soon be leaving this frozen hellhole behind and returning home to our land, to our families, and serving our people. I thank you all for your loyalty and bravery you have all shown me. Semper Fi. You're all right with me assigning you as my second in command, Courier? I know it may have come as a shock, but I trust you with the title more than anyone else. You only need to bear the title. My men will look up to you as an example, Courier. They'll see you as a symbol to follow. You don't need to do much more. You've already done everything I could have asked for. I must depart soon. It's going to be a long trip to California. Once this is all said and done, California will hopefully be where I'll stay. Wish me the best of luck.
Yeah, okay. See you.
What are we going to do without Wolfpack?
Courier, there's something urgent you need to see to. I'll show you in the briefing room. Come with me. old nuclear missile silo located in this hazard zone at the bottom right corner of the map. It's likely to still house a live nuke that can still be launched. The reason I'm showing you this is because a faction calling themselves the Crusaders have recently moved into the location. I don't know if you've ever heard of these Crusaders, but they are essentially religious fanatics who are as well armed and trained as the Brotherhood and just as aggressive. Worst of all, their leader is Tasha Weaver. She was a Brotherhood of Steel paladin who fought against Blackthorn's forces at Helios 1. It was a major loss for the Brotherhood and for Weaver. I personally put a few bullets into her armor. Thought she was dead. Should have put one between the eyes. I wouldn't put it past her to still hold resentment for that defeat. Why else would they risk traveling to such a hazardous place? The nuclear silo sits on land that has been crumbling away into a crater, likely created by an atomic bomb that was dropped during the Great War. From what I've heard, these Crusaders believe they're waging some kind of holy war. They've been going around proselytizing people and punishing anyone who they perceive as enemies of rebuilding humanity, often punishing them by death. I'd call it a safe bet that they're planning on launching that nuke, and that their prime target will be Blackthorn and his forces. I suggest you and AJ travel to the silo and investigate what they're up to. Maybe you can talk them down from launching the nuke, though I doubt you'll have any luck. These are fanatics who call themselves Crusaders we're dealing with. You'll likely have no choice but to engage them in combat. I would suggest you defuse it so it can't ever be used. But that's ultimately up to you, Courier. I'll have a vertibird prepped to fly you out. Just jump on board when you're ready. You're ready, Courier. We have no time to waste. Strap in and I'll fly us there. I know how best to approach the base without the Crusaders seeing us coming.
This is the hazard zone we're flying over now. It's the most dangerous location in the frontier. Apparently a nuke or something went off here some time ago, making this place extremely treacherous. Just take a look around and see for yourself. This is what we'll have to tread through.
This is as close as I can get us to the nuclear silo. We'll have to go on foot from here. The land is too unstable to land on. Not to mention the Crusaders may try to shoot us down if we get any closer. We'll find a way on foot from here. You're likely gonna need my help infiltrating this base. It's more advanced than most other military bases built before the Great War. Plus, I'm certain the Crusaders will have hacked the security systems in their favor. Expect ambushes from turrets and other robotic units every step of the way. I learned most of what I know from 1st Recon. They were the NCR's most elite reconnaissance unit. I was one of their best operatives who led an infiltration team into Helios 1 to sabotage the Brotherhood's defenses. And here I am doing it again. The nuclear silo, whatever's left of it, is on the top of that cliff you see behind me. We'll need to find some way to get into it. Maybe the Crusaders left us a path. Keep an eye out for anything they may have left behind.
Watch your step. The ground may give if you step in the wrong spot. Something you need?
Looks like a fresh kill. Drained energy cells in the ground. Crusaders must have been through here. What do you want?
Who wants some?
This is our way in. We'll rope down into the vent. With any luck, the Crusaders won't know we're here yet. Remain hidden if possible. Our main goal is to disable the nuke and get out. However, if you get a shot at Weaver, I'd recommend you take it. Make sure it's through the head. You don't need her coming back from the dead a second time. Hook up. What do you want?
Charlene, are you all right?
They're here. Rancor is here.
Crusaders! Ready yourselves for battle! Blackthorn's forces have arrived! Get into position!
So much for the element of surprise. We'll drop in through here. I'm sure the Crusaders have a surprise waiting for us. Be ready for anything.
Stop! Turn back now. If you proceed any further, you will be met with hostility. There's nothing here that should ever be resurrected. Leave this place. Leave it, and let it be forgotten. You've been warned.
Trying to lock us out. Something in this room must open this door.
want there to be any more violence.
Let me tell you how this is going to work. You're going to lay down your weapons, and then you're going to disable this force field so you can go in and stop your fanatical leader from reaching your holy order. Does that sound reasonable enough for you to follow?
We're only here to prevent another catastrophe. We know why you're really here. We'll hold out as long as we must.
When are shoot the generators. Bring down the force field.
No! You mustn't. Kill me or everyone here will die. You actually stopped it. But why didn't you just kill me? You could have all died. If you're letting me go, then I need to get back to my people. But I won't forget what you did here. Thank you, Courier.
Big mistake by letting her go. She poses a major threat to everyone around her. She's nothing more than a weapon, product of Elder Elijah's mad experiments. You should have killed her. They must be getting desperate if they're willing to trap themselves inside like this. Means they'll hold nothing back once their backs are against the wall. An effective strategy of defeating your foes would be to allow them a way to retreat. Otherwise, each soldier will fight tooth and nail just to survive. It's much easier to kill them while they have their backs turned to you. What did I do before joining the military? Well, I used to be a part of a small tribe back in Arizona. It's where I grew up. I was only about 16 at the time when my tribe was attacked and forced to assimilate into the Legion. I watched as many of my friends and family were enslaved and slaughtered by them. I managed to escape and fled west. I spent years hitchhiking with caravanners and doing whatever odd jobs I could to survive. Eventually I came across an NCR outpost and asked to join up. I can assure you I won't rest until I see the Legion fall. It's all in the past. It's what's made me into the man I am today. Or better yet, let's get back to the mission at hand. See that big ice pillar leaning over the edge there? I'm sure a well-placed explosive will help knock that over and create a crossing for us.
a step closer. I'm only giving you one chance to turn back now, or we open fire.
You're dead.
You got me. At least give me an honorable death. I'll just bleed to death if you leave me like this. I could really use some medics.
I got what you need, Clemens. You're gonna help me out in return.
Whatever you say.
Now tell me, where are the nuclear launch codes?
It's on a pass card, located in the missile control room.
Bring me that pass card, Clemens. There's more medics for you to do.
Sure. You got it.
Clemens used to be a medics addict, which may just prove useful to us.
Lord, he will call on me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him. Now, in the bleakest hour of this world, grant unto me, Lord, the strength to protect the helpless, to deliver them from this great evil, the courage to stand against the wicked, to thrust them back into hell, the swiftness to strike down those who seek the ruin of this world. Let this monstrosity before me bring no harm this day. Omnia vencent lux tenebras. Amen. I see Blackthorn has once again sent his minions to inflict more evil onto the world. It is God's will you be stopped. The Lord will know if you tell a lie. But perhaps you speak the truth. You spared Charlene and Clemens, so I'll give you one chance to explain yourself. Why are you here? I would never commit such a sin. It is God's will this nuke be defused so its evil can never be unleashed. Perhaps you've been misled, Courier 6. You may not be so tainted after all. You can still redeem yourself in the eyes of the Lord, but only under one condition. You must kill Tiberius Rancor. Either that, or you all shall face the wrath of God. Rancor is the one who has been manipulating various events from behind the scenes since your arrival to the frontier. Your capture by the Legion on the Burnside Bridge was no coincidence. Rancor used your capture to lure Blackthorn into an all-out war with the Legion. Huh. He isn't even loyal to Blackthorn. He plans to usurp him. He's only using you as his pawn. I've kept tabs on him, ever since I learned he was the one who infiltrated and sabotaged the Brotherhood's defenses at Helios 1. He was why we suffered such a devastating defeat on that fateful day. Courier, I tell you now as the Lord would. Be self-controlled and alert. Your enemy, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion, looking for someone to devour. Resist him.
I think it's time we shut this bitch up. You aren't seriously considering what she's saying. She's a lunatic. She'll demand you kill AJ and Blackthorn and everyone else she deems a sinner next. Let's just fucking kill this bitch already. Big fucking mistake.
Something you need?
I can't believe what just happened. Weaver is dead. Most of us are dead. We didn't even stop the nuke from launching. All was in vain. It's through this hallway. Rancor hacked the base's defenses, turning it against us. I don't think anyone else has survived.
Hostile detected. Non-combatant safety can no longer be guaranteed.
Clemens? What happened?
It was all my fault.
What are you talking about, Clemens?
I allowed the nuke to be launched. I gave Rancor the launch codes.
Why, Clemens? Why did you do this?
It was the damn Med-X. I couldn't resist it. I betrayed you all. Just leave me here to die.
I'm not going to leave you here. I'm taking you home.
What will we do now that Weaver is dead?
We'll figure something out.
I don't think they'll pose any threat to us. For now, at least. There aren't any other nukes that can be launched in the base. But I need to ask you something, Courier. What the hell were you thinking turning on Rancor back there? You could have gotten us all killed if the Crusaders took advantage of it. You really trust what she said about Rancor? Everything else she said just sounded like fanatical superstition. Even if all she said is true, the Crusaders are still viewed as an enemy of the NCR. You'll need to explain this to Blackthorn when he gets back. The systems are too corrupted. I can't get a clear feed on the nuke's trajectory. We'll find out soon enough what its target is. We should report back to Camp Phoenix. They're going to want to know that a nuke has been launched. I've seen footage of atomic explosions, but I have never seen one in person before. I can almost feel the heat of it from here. A searing heat that incinerates everything it touches, leaving nothing but ashes. Just 200 years ago, This was the last thing most saw before their world came to an end. Those who died in the nuclear fire were the lucky ones. It was those who had to survive in the scarred remains of the old world who endured the most suffering. It almost makes you wonder why they even bothered. Why we even bother. That's an interesting way of looking at it. I guess we should focus more on how far we've risen, rather than how far we've fallen. Right, let's go. I'll be fine once we finally leave this frozen hell. We've all been through a lot. I'm just glad it's finally almost over. I don't know. Maybe find somewhere quiet. It feels like I've been fighting all my life. I can't remember the last time I just tried to settle down and clear my mind. I'm actually from Utah. I grew up in a town known as New Canaan. It was the only good place in Utah. Until the Legion changed that. Ironic, considering that we helped create the Legion. I'm exaggerating. We didn't actually create the Legion ourselves. Though I doubt the tribe see it that way. Only one of us helped create the Legion. One Joshua Graham. He was a missionary who thought that missionary work meant genocide with extreme prejudice. You may also know him as the Malpais Legate. The best way to describe it was that it was broken. That's about when I left. My parents and a few aunts and uncles, but no one I was really close to. My brother, Robert, had already left to join the Legion when I left. I haven't heard from any of them since. I don't know if any of them are even still alive.
You see that? There's another vertibird. What are they doing all the way out here?
Shoot us down! Courier! Go out there and return fire! Use the machine gun and turrets in the back! Go now! Did Kimball send them? Fuck. What happened to the negotiations Blackthorn was supposed to be having with them right now? Something isn't right.
I'm sure the pilot can tell us something. We'll have no problem taking him by surprise.
This is Red 6. The target's... I won't talk. I'll give you this one. The orders came down from Congress. I'm sure it wasn't too difficult for you to notice. If you're the one they refer to as Courier 6, then yes, our orders were to eliminate you. You're only wasting your time. There's much more going on here than you realize. It's already too late to stop it.
Look at me. Look at me in my eyes! Do you know what I have seen? The horrors I have witnessed. You see these scars? I've been through hell. I have experienced unimaginable pain and suffering in the hands of the Legion. I've learned how someone can be stripped of everything they have, leaving nothing but a hollow shell. You're going to tell me everything you know, or I'm going to destroy who you once were.
Okay. I'll tell you everything I know. We're part of an NCR 1st Recon Strike Force, under orders from Congress to assassinate Courier 6. be more specific, it was certain members of Congress who secretly ordered the attack, an order that even went behind Kimball's back. You see, like Blackthorn, there are other powerful and influential figures who also want to contest the Kimball presidency. But they don't want Blackthorn to be the one who takes power afterwards, especially now that they are aware of Blackthorn's secret weapon. Something called the Liberator. Supposedly some sort of pre-war airship or mobile base. Whatever it is, they want it, and are willing to expend whatever resources necessary to obtain it. The Courier is just a scapegoat for Blackthorn's death.
What do you mean? What happened to Blackthorn?
Oh, I'm sure you saw it. Couldn't have missed it. It happened just moments ago. And maybe you even had something to do with it.
The nuke! It detonated in California. That's why the blast was so close. That bastard was selling us out from the beginning. I can't believe I didn't realize it sooner. We need to head to where that nuke detonated and see if there is any chance Blackthorn survived it. Blackthorn was supposed to be meeting in a bunker for the negotiations. If he was in there during the blast, there's a chance he may still be alive, but not for long. Rancor has probably started convincing everyone by now that we were the ones who launched the nuke at Blackthorn. He was already spreading rumors about you being a Kimball spy even before all of this. It'll only be a waste of time that we don't have right now. I have a radiation suit you can use, and here is some Rad-X and Radaway. We'll be flying straight into the nuclear crater, so be prepared. This is ground zero of the nuke blast. This used to be a large city known as Sacktown, or Sacramento before the Great War. I can't believe how much devastation that nuke caused. The entire city is just a giant smoldering crater now. Blackthorn was supposed to be meeting the NCR in a pre-war military bunker somewhere near here. Hold on! I think I'm picking something up on the radio. Someone is sending out a distress signal, but I can't get a clear feed on it. If we trace it back to its source, we may find survivors. The signal must be coming from under all the rubble. We'll need to go on foot to find it. What? We should do this together. You want me to just leave you here? In the middle of a nuclear crater. How will I know you made it back out? I trust you know what you are doing, Courier, but are you sure about this? Don't blame yourself for all of this. Rancor is the one who needs to pay. I understand. I'll head back to Portland, but I'm not leaving you here alone. I'll call for reinforcements. Let them know there are survivors in Sacktown that need rescuing. If you need to contact me, my radio frequency is 127.9. And Courier, good luck.
out there? Can you speak? Yes, this is General Blackthorn. Who is this?
Courier 6! How in the world? Look for a way to get this door open. I'm trapped in this room. The radiation leaking into the bunker must have triggered a security parameter in the bunker system that has sealed these doors shut. You need to clear the radiation from the bunker. There's a room that controls the ventilation system. The passcode to open it is 156. Now quickly, look for it and vent out this radiation. Can't be serious. A nuclear bomb detonated here in the city? Where did it come from? Who launched it? Rancor. Why on earth would he do this? I knew Rancor and I didn't see eye to eye, but I never imagined he'd do something like this. You'll need to explain all this to me in great detail. But first, you need to get me to safety. I fear this bunker will crumble down on top of us at any moment. It looks like the main exit is blocked by rubble. How did you manage to get in here? There must be some other way out of here. What is the state of the city above? How bad is it? I knew something wasn't right when we first arrived here. The NCR never showed up. I still can't believe they would ever resort to nuking an entire city. I need to get back to Portland as soon as possible and sort this out. Action needs to be taken against those who are responsible. And I'll deal with Rancor personally. You're all too feral to help. I had hoped I'd never have to relive gunning down my own soldiers again. Especially not like this. Not like this. They deserved a better fate than this. They deserved a better fate than this. Right. Let's not dwell here for much longer. I might know of a way that'll lead us out of this bunker. Follow me. This grate leads down into the sewers. It may be our only way out. Help me out. You first, courier. I'll follow behind. We made it out. Looks like our ride out of here is already arrived.
General Blackthorn, sir. Do you need any medical attention?
No, I'm fine. Just get me the hell out of here.
Yes, sir. Hold on there. I'm detecting high levels of radiation coming from you. I'm gonna need to remove all your gear before boarding the vertibird. Your gear is greatly contaminated with radiation, and we don't want to risk getting the General sick. Your gear will be taken temporarily for decontamination. It's either that, or we leave you here. We'll return your gear once it's decontaminated.
You guys showed up right on time. How'd you know where to find us?
I got word that Sacktown was nuked and came as soon as we could to look for survivors. We managed to pick up your distress signal and traced it to you.
Damn fine work. Especially you, courier. You risked gullification just to save my wrinkled ass. I can't thank you enough for it. But now I need you to explain everything you know about this nuke and how Rancor is behind it. If what you have said so far is true, Rancor will have a lot of explaining to do.
Then allow for me to explain. This is where your run ends.
Rancor! Why?
I could pick from a list of reasons why. Being a nemesis to the Legion's savagery, posing a threat to the NCR's corrupt power structure. Or how about the fact that you're just another power-hungry warmonger who uses his soldiers as cannon fodder? No different than Kimball. But I digress. I didn't do this to make the world a better place. You simply had what I wanted. You were nothing more than a stepping stone for me.
Is that all you care about? Your own personal gain? You're a menace!
At least I'm not the ideological type. I learned that the road to hell is paved with good intentions. I think that makes me less of a menace than someone such as yourself. But enough talk. I just need you to die now. Just one last loose end to tie. This is nothing personal, Courier. You were just in the right place at the right time. Blackthorn always believed you were the solution to all of his problems. I used that belief to destroy him. That part was easy. The real challenge was you, Courier. I'll be honest, I've underestimated you. I didn't expect you to even survive the Legion's capture and torture at the start. I expected you to die up on that cross. But instead, you came back alive and more resourceful than ever. You quickly rose to the top, restored Blackthorn's reputation, and nearly compromised my entire plan. It was no longer enough just to destroy Blackthorn. I now had to destroy you. It's almost a shame, too. You remind me a lot of myself. But this is where your run ends. I'll tell you what, I'll do you a favor. Let's go.
Courier 6, is that you? What are your coordinates? Copy. I'm headed there now. Hang tight.
As you've all heard correctly, Blackthorn is dead. He was killed by an atomic blast that has wiped out an entire city in California. I have confirmed this nuke to have been launched by none other than the Courier. I'll give it to you all straight. This is war. There will be no negotiating peace. Blood will be spilt. Kimball fired the first shot with an atomic bomb of all things. His reign of terror must come to an end today.
The ship's running smoothly. Everything appears to be fully operational, setting course for Shady Sands.
Not just yet. There's still one last loose end to tie up here in the frontier. It'll also be a good opportunity to test what this airship is really capable of.
Rancor is now headed for the NCR capital as we speak. If we don't do something now, it'll be too late. We just need to get onto the Liberator and expose Rancor. You've done a lot of good for the NCR in the frontier. I'm sure many will take your word over Rancor's. We just need to get on that airship and let them know the truth. We're not the only two taking on this mission. I've brought what allies you need.
do what I can to help. I guess I still owe you for not just putting me down back on the space station. I just hope you can trust me to have your back.
I was exiled from the Crusaders for my hand in launching that nuke. I felt the only way I could redeem myself would be to assist in any way I could to stop Rancor, even if it means working with a former foe. I won't let Rancor get away with what he did.
My head is still spinning from whatever they did to me in that vault. But I'm in control again. Rancor set us up. He led us right into that trap in Vault 9. I bet he's the one behind every sabotage we've experienced in the frontier. I can't wait to get revenge on that bastard.
Are you ready? We have little time to waste. Rancor's first recon buddies caught me before I could make it back to Camp Phoenix. They threw me in the prison, but I managed to escape while freeing a few other prisoners. I even managed to get your gear back. I then hijacked this bird and shortly afterwards picked up your radio signal. We'll try landing on it and hope they don't shoot at us on sight. If they do fire upon us, we'll take out their turrets. We'll avoid killing any troopers if possible, but Rancor needs to be stopped by any means necessary. I'm right behind you. We're just here to stop Rancor. He is the one responsible for launching the nuke at Sacktown and killing Blackthorn. Rancor has been operating under orders from members of the NCR Congress. He's been deceiving us all.
We've seen the security footage of you and the courier leaving the nuclear facility shortly after the nuke launched from there. The atomic explosion could be seen in the distance as you two stood there and watched. I take it that you were admiring your handiwork. Pretty damning evidence, if you ask me. What evidence do you have to back up your claims? Nothing? I thought so. You wanted to avoid destroying the Liberator so it could be seized afterwards. Perhaps you wanted to make a statement. Maybe you just couldn't pass up the opportunity to launch a nuke. That's irrelevant. It made no difference to me. You can't fucking prove any of that. You and AJ are probably in cahoots with one another. Maybe there's a love interest between you two. Sure, go ahead. Whoever else wants to be executed along with these traitors, be my guest.
The courier is not the one betraying us. It's Rancor. He's been setting us up. I'll stand by the courier all the way to the end.
The courier pulled me back from the edge when he could have just killed me. I can trust him with my life.
I know none of you may have reason to trust me, but heed my warning. Rancor is a snake in the grass. He will take advantage of all of you if given the opportunity.
The courier is trustworthy. I don't believe he would ever betray us. I stand with the courier.
I got the courier's back on this one.
The courier has shown he can be trusted. I owe him my life.
I'm probably going to regret this, but I'm siding with the courier.
The courier has done good for us, even when he didn't have to. I'll stand with the courier.
The courier's got my support.
I'm with the courier, just on the basis that he can kick some serious ass.
The courier is a true warrior. With Odin as my witness, I'll gladly die by his side.
The courier's not afraid to face his opponents head on. I'd rather follow behind the courier.
The courier's no fucking pushover. I'll place my bet on him.
The courier is a decent man. It only seems right I take my place by his side.
Doesn't adhere, Courier. I don't need an army. I've already got what I need to destroy you and anyone else who gets in my way.
Courier! Rancor still has his first recon goons backing him, along with androids and any other technologies gathered from Archimedes, too. Even with our allies, this is still going to be a tough fight. Utilize everything you got. This is where we make our final push to stop Rancor.
I'll provide you with any medical aid and keep you patched up so you can stay focused on the enemy, courier.
I got a few tank busters to make use of. How do you want to use them? I'll give them hell.
I can hack into the turrets laid out in the ship. What would you like me to do to them? You got it.
Take these medical supplies, courier. It's the most I can do.
I'm no good in a fight, but I can hand you these supplies. Make good use of them.
to the command center is just over there. Cover me while I get it open.
Courier, I can call in artillery strikes using the Liberator's own artillery. Just use these smoke grenades to mark the strike area.
I got you covered from above, Courier. My Valkyrie will clear a path for you.
It's time to roll out the big guns and slow these sons of bitches to bits.
I managed to call in some vertibird air support. Use these binoculars to pinpoint napalm strikes. Let these fuckers burn!
see a light.
What's happening with everything?
The ship's been hacked! Navigation, weapon systems, defenses! I've lost control of it all!
You've got to be fucking kidding me!
Rancor, surrender now! It's over!
We still have the Archimedes 2 Desperate, correct?
Yes, it's still online. I have the Seafinder right here.
Fire it on our position.
Say what now?
Fire on the Liberator. Blast a hole through the hull of the ship. Do it now!
Have you lost your mind? That'll kill us all!
Rancor, stop! This is not how this has to end!
Fuck you! Fuck the NCR! Fuck the Legion! Fuck the whole goddamn world! If I'm going down, I'm taking everyone down with me!
Fuck, he's lost it! Find some cover! We'll catch him if we're quick. The Liberator is going down! There's nothing we can do to save it. We need to get off of it as soon as possible. Come on! We need to head for the flight deck! believe it. All has been lost. My friends. All dead. My dignity. Stripped from me. And now everything I had fought and sacrificed for is gone. Just like that. I've lost everything! Rancor will never get away with this. I'll make sure of it, even if it kills me. What are we waiting for? Let's kill this bastard already!
sudden movements and we'll blow you out of the sky! Identify yourself!
So here we are, Courier. Just you and me now, or all that's left. This isn't how I imagined it to play out, but things don't always go according to plan. This story starts way back when the Legion first conquered my tribe in Arizona. The Legion were savages who didn't hesitate to slaughter anyone who didn't submit to them. I was only 16 at the time, but I understood exactly what they wanted out of me. When they ordered me to kill my parents, I didn't hesitate. I was never loyal to the Legion, but I did what I had to rise above. I quickly rose up the chain of command and in short time made the rank of Frumentarius. They gave me the name Dolus. I was then ordered by Kaiser to infiltrate the NCR in California back before they had even expanded into the Mojave. It didn't take long for me to unravel the corruption within the NCR. NCR politics is largely dominated by oligarchies, all fighting one another for power. I easily took advantage of it by making myself into an asset for some of their members by digging up dirt on their political rivals. In exchange, they made me a part of their inner workings. Eventually, I was tasked with spying on General Blackthorn, who from the beginning was suspected of potentially mounting a rebellion against Kimball's NCR. In fact, the oligarchies pushed for it. They made sure Blackthorn's troops would always receive the short end of the stick in hopes it would push Blackthorn over the edge. An open rebellion against President Kimball would weaken him politically and allow the oligarchies to maintain their grasp over the NCR. After Blackthorn had exiled himself to the frontier, I had no trouble gaining his trust from the time I spent fighting alongside him during the Brotherhood Wars. He even trusted me enough to make me his top reconnaissance agent and second in command. I was now effectively a triple agent, and none were the wiser. The discovery of the Liberator beneath Phoenix Airport raised the stakes on everything. I saw the opportunity to finally rise above it all. I just had to pull the right strings at the right time. The plan now was to weaken Blackthorn's reputation enough for me to take his place and to take the Liberator for myself. This is when you came into play, Courier. Your arrival to the frontier opened up the opportunity for me to use you to ruin Blackthorn. Once I had confirmed you were the legendary Courier 6 that Blackthorn so idealized, I quickly made the arrangements to ensure you would end up on that bridge where the Legion would already be waiting to ambush and capture you. When Blackthorn sent his army to rescue you, I informed the Legion when and where they would come to maximize casualties. I even pulled some strings and managed to get the Legion a fully operational tank. But most importantly, I put the odds against Wolfpack surviving the attack every step of the way, including supplying the Legion with the very tank busters used to down Wolfpack's vertibird. With Wolfpack eliminated and half of Blackthorn's army wasted over a crippled legend, a mutiny had begun to spark up against Blackthorn. At this point, everything was going according to plan, until you happened to foil all of it. Had to come up with a new plan. Tried drugging and brainwashing you to kill Blackthorn, but that failed. Finally, I came up with the scheme of launching a nuke at Blackthorn and framing you for it. However, even when it seemed I'd finally achieved my goal, you always managed to come back and fuck everything up. I think the plan now will be to just kill you and ensure you never again come back from the dead. I'd say it was a good run. I have no regrets. This is a fucked world we live in, and there's no changing that. You won't get far in this world by questioning your choices. It's always do or die. I chose to embrace the world as it is and rise above it all. Whatever happened along the way, that's just how it is. So no, I have no remorse for how the world is, always has been, and always will be. What? You think people like Blackthorn are better because they brought about death and destruction for ideological reasons? Blackthorn, along with most of his followers, died for nothing. They accomplished nothing. Nothing has changed. Just take a look around. This is how everything always ends. So be it. You'll always have to deal with people like me who will take advantage of your ideological fight and use it against you. I certainly will not be the last. Moral duty? Is that what this is all about? You think you're fighting for something righteous? Then I guess it's already too late for me. To hell with it. I'll just get this over with. Perhaps I'll take you with me.
It's done. Rancor's dead. And you have the Seafinder. There's nothing more for us to do here. I'm fine! I've just had enough of it all. Let's not spend more time here than we need to. I've already radioed for someone to pick us up and take us back to Portland. They'll be here shortly. It's up to you. I trust you'll know what to do with it. I guess you've decided to reserve the use of Archimedes, too. At the very least, just make sure it doesn't fall into the wrong hands again. I guess you've decided to reserve the use of Archimedes, too. A number of people made it to the escape pods. Some of them are still in one piece and currently here at the radio station. Unfortunately, many didn't make it. When everyone at the airport packed everything into the Liberator and flew off, they left the airport unguarded. So now, scabs have overrun the place. This is the last secured base left in the frontier. But I doubt that will last for long. I don't know. It's none of my concern anymore. I won't be sticking around here for long.
Yeah, okay.
There's nothing here for me anymore. This place has taken everything from me. I just need to get away from here. Find a new place. Start a new beginning. I don't know. Wherever the wind takes me. As long as it's away from here. That's all that matters. I guess you're right. Things will work out better if we stick together. Together, we are stronger. It gives us reason to keep going, no matter how hard things get. In the end, that's what matters most. To have something to fight for. Sure, Courier. I'll follow alongside you. Besides, you wouldn't have gotten this far without me.